All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Kentucky Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series hits Kentucky Speedway for race number 5 of the season. It's a 100-lap race, and there's a lot of room to race here at Kentucky. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory tonight? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, it's a little Buschwackers Series on a Friday night, race number 5 of the season. It's a 100-lap race here in Kentucky. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeft TV. We are in the practice session here. At Kentucky Speedway. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeft TV. And man, I like Kentucky. It's I've had one of my best races I've ever had in sim racing at Kentucky Speedway. Man, great three-way battle for about 30 laps. Top 3. I think I end up winning that one too. Got a little lucky. Maybe I finished second. I think I won it though. Whatever it was, it felt like winning. Oh man, tonight it's going to be a fun broadcast. Kentucky Speedway, always a fun track. And we have 100 laps in store for you tonight. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. How about your WordPress hosting or your online store hosting, VPS hosting, or shared web hosting? Those also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. And she provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. We've got a quick link to the Discord server if you'd like to get out and do some racing. We would love to have you. And quick link to Discord there on HighOctaneRacing.net. Looks like we get just over 8 minutes left to go in the practice session before we hit qualifications. Taking a look at the track here at Kentucky. 1.5 miles located in Sparta, Kentucky. And the tri-oval is always fun here. Banking in turns 1 and 2 at 17 degrees and 3 and 4 at 14 degrees. So not a ton of banking here. A lot of room to race. Quite a few lines, but it's easy to overdrive this course. You're going to have to be up on the wheel all night long here at Kentucky. Well, this is race number 4 of the season. It's a 100-lap race here tonight at Kentucky. Next week we'll be at Talladega Speedway to finish out the first half of the season. And look at that back half of the season. We have 3.5 miles on the back half. So some mid-track action coming your way in the back half of this season. And Texas, Phoenix, Vegas, Charlotte. Are you kidding me? And then finishing up at Nashville. It'll be a great season, man. Has been so far. Had a kind of a challenging race at Bristol last week, but we got through it. So we're in Kentucky tonight. Our fingers crossed for a good, solid race. Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Series, the Cup Series, will be in action tomorrow in Kentucky. A 100-lap race. That is 19 April, if you're keeping track. See, I put a little asterisk there. Been an exciting season so far. We'll take a look at the standings coming into tonight's race. Claudio Bardelli Jr. with Vietta's absence there has jumped up the grid for a commanding lead here right now. He's I guess he's 12 points ahead of Craig Marizon. Preston Hassel sits third, or tied for third with Dana Grover. Sean Jacobs just out of that tie there. He's 1 point back in the 5th position. Wesley Dean shown in 6th. Givaldo Spindle is 7th. Ed Palumbo is 8th. 9th is Franco Alvarez, and Archer Vietta rounding out the top 10. Take a look at P11 through 13. Dennis Yudichin, Eugene Fedorov, and Craig Gallagher. About 4.5 minutes left to go in the practice session. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action on Wednesday for race number 6, and they'll be right here at Kentucky Speedway. Man, that's going to be a really good race in the truck series too, man. A lot of fun with those trucks, and this is a great track for them as well. So that's coming up on Wednesday, April the 23rd. These guys will be racing at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Getting some chatters in here. Preston Hassel wishing everybody luck. Michelle Bruno, I think I knew who she's cheering for. Maybe the 89 car. Go Fireball, go. Well, you could glow as well. That would make sense with fire, wouldn't it? Givaldo kicking us off as well. Good to see Givaldo and the Cha-Cha Testado. There's boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Thank you for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Share my videos with all your friends. And don't forget to smash the bell. Get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those new subscribers. Thanks to all those folks who've been out here forever, man. Really appreciate you subscribing to the channel and supporting High Octane Racing League. Man, I'm pushing to 1,000. Let's do it. That'd be a big milestone for me. Or us here at TurnLeftTV. Couple minutes left to go. Looks like we are pretty close to quals tonight here, huh? Getting ready. How about Dan Richter coming back out here and racing with us? He must have a little bit of a layoff from school, so it'll be good to see him back out on the track, and I bet you he will be up front as well. Just played that song. Let's try something else. Can't be the DJ, the broadcaster, the race controller guy. It's all happening all at once, man. Getting too old for this. Getting too old. How about Rizky Novar coming out and joining us, one of our great Indonesian drivers. Awesome. You see Rizky out with us tonight. You see him back on the track. Ready to go to quals. Jesus Barbecue Iglesias getting up front quite a bit. Keep looking out for this orange crush sponsor number 22 car. He likes this mod. He's fast, and this is the kind of track I think that Jesus could really eke out a victory with. Oh, there's the hottie fireball flash guy. Right there, the 89. Oh, boy. He can make it happen as well, so it looks like we are getting ready to go to quals, man. Hang on to your horses. Hang on to your horses. Well, I'll get my pick in after quals, I think. Yeah, you know, that's fair. That's fair game, man. That's fair game. You don't pick them in practice. We'll pick them in the qualification after quals are over. You can do a bold move. Go early on that. It's not going to better your money, your payout. It's the same payout, 0. So qualification underway here in just about 20 seconds or so. Got a good field of drivers tonight. Thanks to all those drivers out there supporting High Octane Racing League. Got some great friends through sim racing too, man. It's been amazing. I try to describe it to my kids. I teach, and I try to describe it to the kids. They kind of roll their eyes. I was like, man, I've known some of these folks for 20 years. Take a look at the 83. Franco Alvarez, sort of our Argentinian driver. He might be our only Argentinian driver. And you know he's going to be fast and close to, I should say close to, probably up front, if not close to very close to the pole position. If not the pole position. Thing about Franco is, he practices. He's got, he was able to work the track bar throughout the run as well. He's adjusting stuff that he can adjust during the race, and seems to be able to really have a handle on the way that these tires wear as well. Franco Alvarez in the 83 Mobile sponsored Chevy. I have a feeling he is going to lay down a pretty good lap here for guys to shoot for. So looks like 31.470 for Franco. Preston Hassel says, I don't know about that, Franco. Craig Marizon also has something to say about it, so he's up front. Take a look at Preston Hassel. Let's see if he's got that good second lap in him. 31 at 181. Now Dan Richter, Indiana native, up to the top of the grid. 31-179, the Boilermaker up there. And the 27, Preston Hassel, P4 with that lap. And I'll tell you what, somebody we want to keep our eye on here is Arthur Vieta. Man of few words. He gets up on the wheel, and he is all business. And Dan Richter, the top time, 31-179, 31-186. Not too far off. P3 for Arthur Vieta. Wow, that was fast. Arthur Vieta not messing around. Got some guys back there still needed to go, and I think one of them might be this guy right here, Claudio Bardelli Jr. Better give him a shot. It ain't over. The fat lady is not singing yet. Fast in that first sector. Well, when he crosses the line, 31-380 up to P6. He's got another lap in him, I think, doesn't he? Going to get this figured out. The 19 Sobertom sponsor machine trying to knock Dan Richter off the pole position, making an all Ford front row. So we got Jesus Iglesias, Givaldo Spina, and Ritsky Novar have not qualified yet to lay down times. And he is fast, 31-665, but not good enough. Looks like he is in the 6th position. I'm not sure what the status here of... there we go. Looks like Givaldo Spindler here going to give it a shot. So Dan Richter the top time. Craig Marizon second. Vieta third. Alvarez fourth. Palumbo is in 5th so far. Let's take a look and see what Givaldo. He's been qualifying better. Down to the inside. 31-828. 15th. He's got some work to do. He's got some work to do. And I'll tell you what, who's working is that 22 car. 31-771. He's up to P6. Bardelli Jr. says, hey, man, that's no way to treat me. The compadres. The Spaniard. Jesus Iglesias, the expatriate. Call that expat. Ritsky Novar there wiping off that second lap. So it looks like these guys are finished with the qualification session. And we will give you results very, very shortly. The official results. I got about 5 minutes left to go. And I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. We'll give you the final results here in just a moment. Appreciate everybody joining us. Let's get this party started.
TurnLeftTV. TurnLeftTV. To your butts, cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas. Alright. Race fans, my heavens. My heavens. Buschwackers! Saturday night! Thunder! Tough trucks! Nascar! IndyCar! GT3!
All right, we are back, and I think qualifications are officially over here in just a second. If you're just joining us, we're at Kentucky Speedway tonight. It's a great 1.5 mile track located in Sparta, Kentucky. And it's race number 5 of the Buschwackers Series, a 100-lap race at a track. There's a lot of room to race here tonight as well. This is going to be a good one. Guys are just going to have to be a little patient here, or it could be a caution fest, and we do not want that. I think all the sim racers know that, especially or the ones that race in series that have full course cautions anyway. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. This is race 4 of the season here at Kentucky Speedway. So we are approaching halfway through the season. Looks like we are in the warm-up session, and qualifications are officially over. Let's take a look at the results. Dan Richter, how about that? Look at that. Chevy's up there. Where are you at, Fords? Dan Richter with a 31.179. Starts on the pole here tonight. Good to see him back racing with us. Craig Marazon will start in P2. Artur Vieta starts in the 3rd position. Franco Alvarez will start 4th. Ed Palumbo starts in the 5th position. And Jesus Iglesias, the 6th Chevy in a row, is starting in the 6th position. Claudio Bardella Jr., the top Ford, will start in 7th. Preston Hassel 8th. 2 Fords there together, and Tony Furtado starts in the 9th position. Dana Grover will start 10th. Starting in the 11th position is Sean Jacobs. Dennis Unichin, the top Toyota, starts in the 12th position at 47 car. Ritsky Novar in the 10 starts in P13, also in a Toyota. Steve Pierce, the Captain Morgan sponsor machine, will start P14. Jovaldo Spindola in the 68 starts in P15, and Craig Gallagher will start 16th. It looks like we have Chris Harvey also joining us, who did not qualify, will start in the 17th position. Take a look at our pole sitter here, Dan Richter, so congratulations to him. Been a while since we've seen old Dan Richter, one of our great Indiana drivers. Sponsored by the Boom Boo Rum, sponsored on the 65 car, or driving the 65 car, sponsored by Boom Boo Rum. I'm guessing he's might have tried that once or twice. I have yet to do that. I think I drank rum one time, and it was not a great experience. Probably drank a little bit too much rum back in my crazy days. I'm an old man now. I'm settled down. All I do is sim race and take my dog for walks. That's it. That's my life. And what a life it is. Sean Jacobs here in the 24. Talking about he goes way back. This guy goes back, oh man, I'm thinking somewhere around 2004, 2003 maybe, at HORL. I've been knowing him a long time, and you got to put him in the conversation to win here tonight in this 24. We got about 6 minutes left to go. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. And don't forget to smash the bell. You'll get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Always enjoy new members. And don't be afraid to chat there in the chat session as well. We won't hurt you. We're pretty harmless. Craig Gallagher out here in the Napa sponsored number 26 car. Napa Batteries sponsored machine. Coming down pit lane. 22 car, Jesus Iglesias here with about 5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session, getting his laps in. Good looking scheme there. Oh, I painted that for him. I know, I'm bragging a little bit. It was a simple one, man. The logo's, pretty cool when you oversize it. Thought it looked good. Maybe we can get this thing in victory lane here tonight. That would be a big one for old barbecue. Jesus Barbecue Iglesias, we call him. Don't forget some more racing coming up tomorrow. Right back here, baby. We'll be in the next gen. Get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and mix it up. See if I can beat up on those guys. Man, it's been a little tough for me here in this next gen. I'll be honest, man. That's a big learning curve, but it's fun once you get it figured out. Kentucky Speedway 100-lap race coming up tomorrow, April the 19th. If you'd like to join us, there's a QR code right there. You can join our Discord server, and we'll get you started, man. Dennis Yuderchin has been on my mind this week. I know they've had a tough week over there in Kharkiv, Ukraine. So we're definitely thinking about him, his neighbors, his friends, his family, his neighbors, and his countrymen and women. We definitely keep them in our thoughts here, and hopefully we got a cessation of the hostilities sometime soon here. Everybody can get back to trying to live as normally as possible at this point. Well, we love old Dennis Yuderchin, man. I think I first met Dennis racing some Indy cars did an IndyCar series on, a few years ago, and Dennis came out and raced, and, we've been, he's been one of our cherished members ever since. Reston Hassel, baby. Reston Hassel, one of those guys, he said he was feeling a little bit under the weather tonight, man. Maybe just tired. I think he might be maybe just telling us that too, so he can sneak up here around guys. He's sneaky, slick, like the oil, castor oil that's sponsoring his machine here tonight. See how I did that? I'll be here all night, man. Till I'm not. Fireball Flash chatting it up in here as well. Claudio Bardelli Jr. Those guys, good luck to them tonight. Oh, I got to get my pick in. My pick in. Man, I don't know. All right, here we go. The dude is fast in practice session. My pick, Tony Furtado. There you go. Tony Furtado in the 9, Valvoline sponsored machine. Mark me down for it. This could be his night, man. He likes this track, so he feels pretty confident here. Just got to avoid some of that late race stuff. He's in the mix a lot. He just seems to sort of late in the race get a little bit in somebody else's disaster. Take a look at Chris Harvey here in the 2 car. In-out burger sponsor machine. We'll step on the gas. Ed Palumbo, also somebody in the conversation to win. 54 car in his helmet sponsor machine. He is, it's a good track for him as well. A lot of room to race here, a lot of places to stick the front of that car. And this guy's the best in the business, really, from being able to, go from the low line to the mid line to the high line. This guy's good in all the lines at this track, and he really knows how to adjust his driving style too, depending on who he is around. So, dangerous man right there is Ed Palumbo. That guy is lightning fast. Craig Marizon, he has been in the hunt in all the races he's been out here this season. He's been in the picture, and just some things get in the way, but this Michigander to get that car in victory lane. Magpul Dynamics sponsored 60 car in the Camaro here tonight. We got to send a shout out old Givaldo. Oh, Givaldo went into the pits just if you're ready to get him on the TV. Everybody sort of getting their final laps in. About 17 seconds left to go here in the warm-up session. Well, here we go. I think we're going to get the command. Start the engines. We're thinking about that. Getting your pick in here. I got mine in. Happy Easter, everyone, too, by the way. So Kentucky Speedway 100-lap race number 5 of the season. And this could be a big one. I think we got a lot of drivers that can win this race. I think the key to this race, well, I'll give you some race keys in just a second. Be patient here tonight. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we got a little bit of fun here for you. Let's take a look at the starting order here at Kentucky. Dan Richter in the 65 starts in P1. Craig Marizon starts outside row 1. Archer Vieira and Franco Alvarez make up row number 2. Row number 3 will be Ed Palumbo and Jesus Iglesias. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Preston Hassel start in row number 4. A couple Fords there working together in row 4. Row 5, Tony Furtado and Dana Grover. The top Toyota there is Dana in the 10th position. Sean Jacobs in 11th. Dennis Jurich also in a Toyota will start in 12th. Ritsky Novar, another Toyota in the field, 13th. Steve Pierce will start in the 14th position. Givaldo Spindola starts in 15th. Craig Gallagher will start in P16. Chris Harvey missed the qualifications and will start in the 17th position. Take a look at my race keys tonight, man. Braking in the corner, especially when those tires start to wear out a little bit. Make sure you manage those tires as best you can. Rule the side-by-side race. You're going to be side-by-side quite a bit here tonight. Corner exit is going to be key here tonight as well. And find a rhythm. These guys messing with the pace car, it looks like. Hang on one second. Looks like some ding-dong tried to pass the pace car. So these guys will start it again. So here we go again. My gosh. Never mind. Guys are now rejoining and getting going here, so these guys better start behaving. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder. We'll be back in action tomorrow at night right here at Kentucky, the Next Gen Series. Doing some testing on that. We'd love to have you come out, give us a hand. And same number of laps, 100-lap race here tonight, or like tonight, but we'll be in the Next Gen Series. These guys are going to do it again. Had a flawless broadcast going for once. These guys getting lined up. It looks like we might be okay this time. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So Dan Richter starts up on the pole. I don't know if he warped or not. You know, that's something, a possibility, or maybe he just forgot not to get around the pace car. Usually give the pace car a little bit of room. Kind of freaks it out if you get up there. Can't bump draft the pace car, man. All right, here we go. Lights are out. We might have a start here. We might have a start. Pace car's off. Here we go. Dan Richter will lead the field to take the green flag. Greg Marazon right there as well in the second position on the outside. Artur Vieira.
Green flag, go, go,
Franco
go.
Alvarez. Here we go. Green, green, green here at Kentucky. Looks like the 4 car got a good jump there behind Dan Richter. Dan Richter on the inside using some muscle there to clear the 60 car, and Artur Vieira going to follow him through. Franco Alvarez says, okay, all right. Franco Alvarez now having a battle here with the 4 car. So already getting racing. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we came here. These guys are mixing it up as Alvarez has been able to get around. Arcavieta running back here in the third position, on board here with him as we cross the start-finish line. Palumbo running in P4. Good run here for him so far. And Jesus Iglesias looking like he's wanting to get a little racy. He is running on the back of the 54. Greg Marazon now running back in the sixth position. He's lost some positions as it's starting to get a little racy in front of him. As Jesus is looking a little frisky here. The back of that helmet sponsor machine. Givaldo the inside of Dennis Uderchin. Uderchin on the outside in that 47 car. Oh, there's contact! Contact right there. That'll rattle your cage. And the bunny is mad now. On board here with Dennis Uderchin. He did a great job of holding on to that. My heavens, man. Take a look at that again. As Uderchin on the outside, he's trying to get around the 68 car, and there's contact. Oh, he might have come down a little bit. A little up, little out, a little meet in the middle. And keep that car pointed in the right direction. And Sean Jacobs had a bird's eye view there, didn't he? Woo, boy. Sean Jacobs was watching that one. That was the front of Sean Jacobs' car. Watch this. He's trying to figure out who to go with. And then, whoa, right there, a little kiss. Kissing the bunny rabbit. As the bunny rabbit keeps it out of the wall. Woo, boy. Little chippy. Take a look at Preston Hassel. He and Dana Grover here running in P10, P9, P10. Preston Hassel. Like Dana has gotten around him, but looks like Preston Hassel holding his own there. Sean Jacobs running in the 24 car. He is in 11th. And here's this pass that Preston Hassel, as Dana had gotten around briefly. Preston Hassel, whoa! Oh, the 27. The 89 mixing it up. Dana Grover in the Fireball Flash sponsor machine, and Preston Hassel said, I will play with fire. Now those guys had a little bit of a touch. We got a battle here for the race lead. The 83 down to the inside. Archer Vieta in this mix as well. As Dan Richter on the high side. And Franco Alvarez hoping to take that spot. And man, how did he get that car in that spot? Oh boy, that is a lot of confidence there. And the 83 showing some muscle. I'm not sure there was a lot of room there. I'll be honest, man. I'm on board here with Dan Richter watching this pass. And watch the 83 slip through here. Richter holding that middle line. And look at this. This is a lot of confidence right there. Wow. That's a bold move. I didn't hear any communication on the radio, so that's just moving and praying. Closing your eyes a little bit. Ritsky Novar now battling Steve Pierce. Steve Pierce, the captain of Morgan Machine. And the Raven Puff moving up. And Steve Pierce wanting a little bit more out of this battle. He said, I didn't get enough. They're 3 wide. Novar using the middle line now, going up to the high side through the tri-oval, and has a little bit better run there and able to clear the Captain Morgan sponsor machine. Steve Pierce still putting up a fight. Jesus Iglesias, Sean Jacobs, and Dana Grover. Good battle there. Craig Gallagher in the 26 car. Napa-sponsored Batteries Toyota. And it looks like maybe Givaldo on the apron. Might be seeing him come down pit lane, and it does look like he is on pit lane. Wow. So looks like Givaldo, something happened to him. I'm not sure what it was. Givaldo down to the inside. He may have ended up hitting the wall or something. Take a look here. This is a little bit earlier. Oh, Givaldo got into the wall hard right there off the corner. Big time damage for that car. 68, big time damage. Man, wonder what happened there, but man, that is not good for Givaldo. Tough break there for him. And well, these guys are getting racing. 24, 89, 27. Somebody we haven't checked on here, and that is Tony Furtado here in the 7th position. The 9 car, Valvoline sponsor machine. Been patient here. Let's try to work on good green flag pit stops. Get that car back up to the pack. But still good racing position. Look at this. Battle for the race lead is the 4 car. Remember, Alvarez had gotten by Dan Richter, and Archie Vieta was just behind him, following him all the way through, and now Vieta showing some muscle here on the inside. Great battling as Archie Vieta going to get by Franco Alvarez. Going to let him in. And now Franco Alvarez wants a little bit more of this battle. On board here with the 4 car. Archie Vieta, and Franco Alvarez says, I came to race here tonight, baby. Not messing around. And we got a 3-way battle as Dan Richter has jumped back up in the picture. He and Vieta now having a battle. On board here with Richter. As now Archie Vieta and Franco Alvarez. 1-2 is Franco Alvarez reclaiming that spot. And look who is jumped up in the picture. And that is Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 19. Now in P3. Tell you what, man, is all of South America, are they going to take 1, 2, 3 tonight? Right now, it's looking like it. These guys are strong. Got an Argentinian, a Brazilian, and take a look at our Spaniard.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, boy. Yellow flag. We got a yellow flag, and it looks like maybe something's happened to Preston Hassel. He's off the pace. Wow. So Preston Hassel in the wall. Let's take a look and see what happened to Preston Hassel. Wow, man, that is Preston Hassel here on the inside in his 27 car. And then, oh, man, he lost the car, came out from underneath him, and he comes across the nose of the 9 right there. Oh, and hard into the wall. Hard into the wall. That is a hard hit for the 27. Let's see if he's okay. Oh, man, he's got his hands on the wheel. Man. 27, hard lick there for him. And we'll take a look again at this this hit. You might go, look at that. He comes up the track. Contact there, and it's hard into the wall. Man, a piece is flying off as well. Let's take a look at Dana Grover's view of that. On board here with Dana Grover. Look at that, slipping up the track right there. Whoa! And pieces flying. Wow. Sean Jacobs might have avoided a piece of that front fascia. Look at that contact there, and then right there comes off. Crazy. This is we saw the racing getting a little interesting right there. We go back to live as Franco Alvarez the leader, and I think we're going to see some green flag pit stops here. So the 83, our leader, the 4, shown in the second position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in third. Marizon shown in the 4th position. So pit stops underway, I believe. Maybe I missed them. So it does look like some guys are going to be coming down pit lane. All of the above. And we'll take a look at Franco Alvarez, the race leader, as he makes his pit stop. We'll do our side-by-side view. So Sean Jacobs running in the 12th position to see him make his pit stop. Franco Alvarez been lightning fast tonight. Trying to scooch out of his pits. Sean Jacobs there now. Ooh. Maybe some, I don't know if some guys took 2 tires or not, but it looks like that 13th position. Unless guys are going to be coming in, I think there might be somebody at least staying out a lap. Well, Franco Alvarez coming back out, and I think Dana Grover probably going to come down pit lane. Steve Pierce, Craig Gallagher are all going to come down pit lane. That's probably going to get the race lead back to Franco Alvarez. The SimLab web link in my description of my race, man, and help me out by clicking on that link. If you'd like to purchase something through them, I'm racing and broadcasting from my SimLab race rig. I love it, man. Good sturdy rig, easy to put together. I've got a DD1 race motor, and I've got the BMW GT2 wheel rim, and love it, man. Solid. Been able to hook some stuff up to it, button box, keyboard holder, and so forth, and also my shifter and a nice little coffee mug holder. So I'm blessed. I just don't have anybody telling me how to spend my money, so I get to do what I want it, I guess. So Dana Grover, the leader, I haven't seen him dive down pit lane, so maybe a gutsy little 2-tire stop. I don't know. We'll have to see. Looks like he has indicated he wants the inside line, I believe. It's going to give him lane choice here. Preston Hassel has retired his machine. Also, Givaldo out of the race as well. Givaldo, earlier contact, retired. And it does look like Dana Grover is going to come down pit lane, and that's going to give, as I guessed, Franco Alvarez the race lead. So Grover staying out to lead a little bit. Looks like Alvarez is going to start in the lead, and Marizon's going to start on the outside line. Bardelli, now it looks like the 60 car going to have to get up there and get alongside the 83. '83, 60 side by side. Bardelli Jr., Vieira side by side. Richter and Novar will start side by side. I guess Novar, it's like shown in the 5th position. Top Toyota in the field. Ritsuki Novar actually looks going to start on the outside line. He's just a little bit ahead of the P5 car. All right, Franco Alvarez finds a way to keep that car up front. But Craig Marizon right there as well. We've seen some great battles between these guys. Get ready to go back green.
Green flag, go,
and
go, go.
Back to green as the 83. Franco Alvarez kicks it off on the inside line. Craig Marizon running in P2, battling him now on the outside. I think you're going to want to dive down to the inside and fall behind the 83 right now. That's exactly what Craig Marizon does. And Palumbo working on this inside. He and Tony Furtado side by side. Jesus Iglesias up in this mix as well. The 24, Sean Jacobs, good racing here. The 54 trying to get his car back up front and helmet sponsor machine. Ritsuki Novar might have something to say about it on the outside line though. He's got a fast Toyota tonight. And it looks like Ed Palumbo going to win that battle for now. Jesus Iglesias in this mix as well. He's trying to figure out who to go with. And to split the middle there, maybe on the 22 Orange Crash Monster machine. Down to the inside, following Sean Jacobs. Jesus now trying to sneak his nose underneath the 24. Got to deal with the 10 car first, I believe, side by side. And Tony Furtado in this mix. In the 9. Great battling here. Tony Furtado on board here with him, as it looks like Jesus has gotten by, but maybe Ritsuki Novar are going to battle back on the outside. He needs a little bit of help up there. He's going to have to be careful. And Furtado chooses to go with the 10 car for now. Now he's going to play defense because he's left the door open for the 47 car. 47, Dennis Gudichin in the picture. Furtado using a little muscle there to create some space, and Dana Grover also scooching up there. Wow, getting racy. And the Bugs Bunny, the Bunny Rabbit trying to sneak through. Dennis Gudichin. Able to pull off that pass. We got a battle up here with Craig Marizon and Artur Vieira. Marizon on the outside line. Artur Vieira in the 4 on the inside line. And it looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. is going to use that opportunity to pick up a spot as well. He is battling the 60, still not pulled it off. And they are battling through the corner. So good battling here side by side, and they're starting to get all bunched up. Dan Richter, his first race back in a while. He is in the middle of a hornet's nest right now. Dan Richter. See those guys starting to get a little racy. Richter in the Boom Boo Rum sponsor, number 65. The Purdue University colors on there as well. 24, Sean Jacobs. Mixing it up as well as Jesus continuing to make some noise here. He's showing some muscle. Whoa! Right there! Got into the wall, though. Might have been looking in his rearview mirror at the 24, and Jesus Iglesias making hard contact with the outside wall. Oh, boy. And he is not happy with himself, and his pit crew is barking at him. Muy malo, Barbecue. And Barbecue holding on to a very, very loose car now. Jesus Iglesias made contact with that wall. And that hurt. That absolutely hurt. Let's take a look at that contact. Jesus here on the inside line, battling Marizon. might be a little bit behind here. Let's see if we can't get a look at this. Jesus Iglesias using some muscle here on the outside. And right there, got it, Cattywampus. Cattywampus, and he is out of the groove right now, hanging on for dear life. That car got Cattywampus there. We'll take a look at this again. I think he's going to end up sliding up the track. Might be in a little bit of the wrong spot here. Take a look here as Iglesias to the inside. It's a little bit later, but he made contact with the wall. That was hard. I thought we were going to catch that. I got to work on my replays a little bit better. Sometimes there's a lot of passing going on. There's a lot of data. As we take a look at Franco Alvarez, our leader. This might be that incident. Like, one more time. I want to give him one more shot. Come on. Give it to me. That's funny. It was a nice looking little slam into the wall. Come on. Don't hate on me for trying. Take a look at the 47. Dennis Unichin running in the 11th position. Good long green flag runs here tonight. Dan Richter battling Dana Grover from moments ago. And Richter looking like he wants to pick up a couple spots. He's gotten around the 89 car, now sets his sights on Craig Marzon. Take a look at Archie Vieta here running in the third position. Franco Alvarez, our leader. Claudio Bardelli Jr. has gotten around Vieta. Now in P2. Man, take a look at this. Dan Richter and Craig Marzon. How about this? And looks like Tony Furtado in this mix as well. Furtado up on the outside line. Look at that, man. Great run in there as Marzon come out smelling like a rose on that one. As we take a look at that pass of Dana Grover and Tony Furtado. As Grover going to the inside, Furtado on the outside line, and Richter going to work his way through and get by this Valvoline sponsor machine on board. Dana Grover, as we take a look at Tony Furtado and Dan Richter behind. Furtado now running back in the 9th position. Maybe not getting quite as good of tire wear. He had to race in some traffic for a little bit too. Look at this, Ed Palumbo sneaky. Getting around Archie Vieta in the 54. Archie Vieta up there in that 4 car, and Ed Palumbo making some room in the 54 helmet sponsor machine. And it looks like the 24 trying to follow him through, but the 4 now battling back on the outside. This race isn't over. As got a couple KG veterans here battling it out. A couple Chevys, a whole lot of Chevys. There's one Ford up there running in P2. And it looks like Ed Palumbo able to hold on to that spot and squeeze that car in between he and the 24. Or in between the 54 and the 24. Wow, getting racing is Sean Jacobs at the 24. Battling, and Vieta's leaving him a little bit of room. He's trying to work this outside line. And Palumbo now moving up. He's pushing the envelope now. Running in P3 as Sean Jacobs trying to give him a little bit of push from behind. 54 gets through, bails on the 24 for now, but now goes down to the bottom line. That's going to give the 4 enough room that he can get that car behind the 54. Craig Marzon having a bird's eye view here too, or a ringside seat, I should say, in the 60 car. Ford here with him as he looking ahead at the Kubota-sponsored Chevy Camaro, the 24 car. And Archie Vieta is battling Ed Palumbo once again. Vieta dive it out to the inside. He does not want that front 2 to get away from him. He gets around the 54, so now Archie Vieta sets his sights on P1, P2. So the South Americans showing some muscle here tonight. Craig Gallagher and Jesus Iglesias. Now, Jesus Iglesias might be on pit lane. It does look like Jesus on pit lane. Is Craig Gallagher picking up a spot? So Craig Gallagher now in the 13th position. Take a look at our side-by-side view. Craig Gallagher in P13. Iglesias in the 22 is on pit lane, taking some service. Might have some wall contact there. Maybe have some damage getting repaired. So Alvarez is the leader here in the 83. And it does look like Iglesias has finished up his pit stop now, coming back out on track. He doesn't want to go too many laps down, that's for sure. And Iglesias is 2 laps down. So maybe some damage getting repaired on that 22 car. Franco Alvarez, the leader, here on lap 43. Claudio Bardelli Jr. right there in tow. He's had a fast car. He's had to deal with a little bit more traffic than Alvarez has tonight, and that may have gotten him juiced up. As Alvarez's lead all but gone, or gap all but gone. And Bardelli Jr., the 19, starting to get in the head a little bit of the 83 car. Little cat-mouse game playing. Tony Furtado in the 9. He's up in this mix again. Remember, he fell back. These guys got around him. Wow, he is a freight train going through. Did you see that? I'm not sure Jacobs was even going to get out of that line, but Furtado using some muscle here. Trying to muscle his way through. He got by the 24. That left the door open, or is leaving the door open for Craig Marizon. Furtado not able to get around the 54 car yet, but he's showing some muscle. Now he's going to have to do a little protection on the inside. Going to be cognizant of that 60, and those guys get by. So 60 and the 9 got something figured out here, and they've gotten around the 54 and the 24. Dan Richter running behind the 24 of Sean Jacobs. So he's trying to scooch back up there. Might have chosen the right path, I don't know. Here at the 54 just ahead of him. 54 knows how to make a gap. Knows how to make himself a hole there. As the 65 dives to the bottom of the 54 and gets by. Sean Jacobs wants that spot back to 24. Sean Jacobs to the inside. Across the start-finish line. And the 54 going to get back by. He is running in the 5th position. Down the backstretch as the 65 tucks in. Furtado now back to the 7th position. And Palumbo 8th. Grover is 9th. Take a look at Dana Grover running in the 9th position. Fireball Flash sponsor machine. A little bit of work to do here for him. He knows how to get that car up front, that's for sure, and he got some strategies figured out too. Working at the calculator, trying to figure out maybe the tire save strategy. Maybe a dash, a little top off and go. No tire change, depending on when pit stops shake out. Ritsky Novar running in the 10th position. Oh, about 2 seconds behind the 89. Out there by himself. I think he wants to get around those cars, man. He wants to see if he can do something in the draft. Again, a shooter chin back there in the 11th spot. In a 47. Looking to try to crack the top 10. And Tony Furtado is come on pit lane, so Furtado is making a pit stop. So Tony Furtado in the 9 on pit lane. As Franco Alvarez continuing to lead as we approach halfway. Furtado, oh boy, that was a late entry in the pit lane. My heavens, what was going on there? That car was sideways. That's going to get the race lead to Claudio Bardelli Jr. Wow, Alvarez trying to get every split second he can in and out. And Alvarez is on pit lane. Also Palumbo on pit lane. Jacobs on pit lane. So a whole slew of them on pit lane as we take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. coming down pit lane. So Bardelli Jr. is making a pit stop as Alvarez trying to finish up his stop. Dan Richter back to the race lead. It looks like Alvarez coming back out in the 83 car. You're always nervous when you're on pit lane, man. You do not want to see a caution flag come out. As Dan Richter has assumed the lead here in the number 65 car. And it looks like he is coming down pit lane. Been a minute for him. Let's see. Transition onto pit lane. How's he going to do it? Flawless right there. A little bit of smoke. I don't know. We'll have to keep our eyes out for that. There's a speeding penalty. Artur Vieira. Speaking of speeding penalties, Artur Vieira gets a speeding penalty. Oh no. Not Artur. He had a good race going, got a speeding penalty, so he's going to have to do a drive-through. That's under green. 65, Dan Richter, shown as a race leader. We'll have to watch to see if he gets a speeding penalty. He was awfully fast coming across the line. Saw the white smoke, he locked him up. And we'll see when he crosses this timing line. Don't see anything coming up. So maybe Dan Richter okay. As he's going to lose some spots. So Franco Alvarez now back up here to the race lead. Bardelli Jr. second, Furtado third, Marizan fourth, Sean Jacobs in the fifth position. So it looks like Dan Richter able to come out squeaky clean on that pit sequence. Steve Pierce finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. In the 51 Captain Morgan sponsor machine. He is running in P13. One lap down. Trying to maybe close in on Jesus Iglesias, who's also a lap down. And Artur Vieira now, after coming back out or down pit lane, he is the tail end of the lead lap. Not a huge problem for him. A little bit of a problem. But not a huge problem because, you know, even if Alvarez gets around him, Alvarez running behind this Ford car, even if Alvarez gets around him, he's still, you know, the lucky dog position. So no sense in really thinking about tearing your stuff up, trying to maintain that spot. Take a look at this. The 60 of Craig Marizan and the 9 of Tony Furtado. Marizan going to get around as Furtado something a little bit off here after pit stops. Not sure, but he is running in the fourth position. Maybe saving his tires. Letting Craig Marizan go by. Furtado now back in P4. Back up here to Alvarez, Franco Alvarez. Running behind Artur Vieira. Battle here is Steve Pierce battling the 22 of Jesus Iglesias, 51. I don't know. Hey, how would Captain Morgan and Orange Crush taste? I don't know. I don't know. It might be something to try. So Orange Crush mixed with Captain Morgan. I don't know. Let me hear it from the fans out there. I have no idea how that would taste. I know how Orange Crush tastes, but I'm not sure I've ever drank Captain Morgan, and not sure I want to be honest with you. I'm not a drinker, but you tell me it's good, I'll believe you. As we're taking a look at the Magpul Dynamics number 60 car, Craig Marizan. He's running in the third position. Good run here for him tonight. A little bit of work for him to do, about 2.4 seconds or so as he's trying to get around the 51. Tony Furtado wanting to follow him through. Take a look at Dana Grover here in the 89 car, running in the 9th position. Got some fans there at Tracks VR, but I think he's racing from home tonight, which he's in the Fireball Flash scheme. I think that's what he told me he did, so if I saw him in that scheme, he wouldn't race him from Tracks VR facility. I want to send a shout out to Tracks VR for providing a place for folks to race. As they hold big events and so forth, and Dana is a regular there. Shout out to all of them. I just joined their Discord server too, so that was pretty awesome. What a warm welcome. Dana Grover here running in the 9th position. Ritsky Novar here in the 10 car. Raven Puff sponsored Toyota on the lead lap, running in the let's see, is he running in the 8th position? I lost it for a second. God. Been a while since I've seen his name, so give me a break here. I wear glasses too. Bifocals, come on. 40 laps to go as Raven Puff, Ritsky Novar running in the 8th position. Franco Alvarez, our leader, and he's got about a 2-second lead over Claudio Bardelli Jr. Artur Vieta caught speeding. He is at the tail end of the lead lap, but still not been passed. So he's holding his own, but not in a position that I think he wants to be in. He wants to see a caution flag. I'll be honest with you. That boy wants to see a caution flag. We take a look out of the back of Artur Vieta's car at our race leader, Franco Alvarez. Franco Alvarez in the 83. He has about a 2.5 second lead over Claudio Bardelli Jr. The battle here is Craig Gallagher going to pick up a spot. His 26 car running in the 13th position, the Toyota, as he has gotten around Jesus Iglesias. Craig Gallagher, one of our newer drivers, and he's in that Napa sponsor number 26 car. Nice looking paint scheme there, running in P13. Take a look at this battle here as Alvarez, 2.4, about 2.5 seconds-ish, somewhere around there, I guess 2.2 to 2.4 seconds. Gap there over Claudio Bardelli Jr. You look at Sean Jacobs in 24. Just behind him is Ed Palumbo, probably the best battle on the track. Right now, 2/10 separate these two guys. We're looking at P5, P6. Ed Palumbo, I know, wants to crack that top 5. Might be content where he's at. Or maybe if he feels like he might be, the both of them might be faster with him up front. So those guys want to get back up there to that front group. 66 laps in. Probably some more green flag pit stops in our near future, I would say. This is 24 running in P5 at Palumbo in the 6th position. Marzon running in P3. Kind of out there by himself right now. He's got some work to do to be able to catch up to Claudio Bardelli Jr. As Tony Furtado running behind him in the 4th position. So no battle there. Hey, I think he's got 3rd place summed up. I was just fooling around. At least right now, Tony Furtado running in the 4th position. You might have something to say about that. He's got about 0.3 of a second or so between he and Craig Marizon. Furtado here. Pretty good night here for him. Seems like he's got some company, though. There was Sean Jacobs. 1.9, 2 seconds back in 24, but it seems like Furtado, it's in those situations sometimes, just the benefactor to be tongue-in-cheek about it out of somebody else's mistake. Sometimes he gets caught up in that and ends his race, but tonight looking strong here in the 9, the Valvoline-sponsored Camaro. Take a look at this. Ritsky Novar and Dan Richter. Ritsky Novar in the 10. Gets around Dan Richter to 65. So Dan Richter now falling back to P9. As Ritsky Novar making that pass. I think that's actually P8 right there. And then Dan would go a little bit to another replay as it looks like Dana Grover going to get by. So Dan Richter's tires may not be agreeing with him right now, as he falls back to the 9th position, losing 2 positions in a hurry. Could be doing the tire save, fuel save strategy too. He's been known to do that. He's been gone for a little bit. Hadn't been racing with us for a while. Been busy, I'm sure. And now that I remember, I think he might be pretty good at that. So keep your eyes on the 65. He's not cooked yet. He's running in the 9th position, but he might be thinking about using some clutch, shifting a little bit differently. Timing passes, figuring out when to go, when not to go, saving some fuel, using the throttle a little bit. Tony Furtado has come on to pit lane as we go back to see Franco Alvarez, so I think we're going to see some more pit stops. So Furtado is on pit lane as we take a look at Franco Alvarez. So now it looks like Furtado finishing up his pit stop. In the 9 here on lap 73. We may be looking at final pit stops here. Franco Alvarez is the leader as he's got a 3.5 second lead over P2. Claudio Bardelli Jr. running in the 2nd position. Craig Marizon is 3rd. Jacobs 4th. And Ed Palumbo running in the 5th position. A little Ford up there in P2. Remember, it was about 5 Chevys and then 2 Fords to start the race. Tony Furtado back out on track here, getting by Steve Pierce. Furtado and his Valvoline sponsor machine might be go time for him. He seems to be in a hurry. So Furtado in the 9, running in P11, closing in. He is running 1 lap down. He wants to get in the lucky dog position, what he wants to do. Sean Jacobs indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. He's in P4. The 24 Kubota-sponsored Chevy. This can be a tricky pit lane to get on. These guys, the rule is that you announce your pits at the start-finish line. So the 24 making a pit stop here on lap 76. Pretty conservative pit stop there. Or pit entry, I should say. So a whole slew of boys on pit lane, and one of them is our race leader there, Franco Alvarez. Franco Alvarez on pit lane. Alvarez now finishing up his pit stop. As we take a look at side by side there, Claudio Bardelli Jr. coming back off pit lane. A little bit of a gap between he and Alvarez. So Franco Alvarez back out on track. Quick pit stop there for him. And if anybody's got a strategy figured out, anybody can adjust their strategy on the fly. If you're going to choose somebody, this would be a good choice. He thinks these races out. He's got a high racing IQ. He likes to get his paint schemes in victory lane. And if he can't win, he wants to see one that he's painted for somebody else in victory lane. Dana Grover is our leader. And I believe he's stretching it a little bit. 89 indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So he's race lead, but here's the trick, by the way. Those other guys might be able to make it the rest of the way, and he is a little bit off sequence with his pit stop. So we'll see how that does him. And so he's indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So Dana Grover in the Fireball Flash sponsor number 89 car, peeling off the track to come down pit lane. Interesting strategies playing out. So Grover on pit lane. Here on lap 80. I don't know, man. I haven't, frankly, I don't know how many laps you can get on fuel. I messaged up there. I didn't hear anything out of those guys. So I guess the broadcaster should know, right? Maybe I should do a little bit better planning. Strategies for the broadcaster. Know how many laps you can get on fuel. Sorry. So Grover finishing up his pit stop. Hopefully good, clean pit stop. Can't see if he sped or not. Not getting any word there. So Alvarez is the leader. He has got almost a 7-second lead over Claudio Bardelli Jr., who's running into second position. Dan Richter picking up a spot with Dennis Udich in his pit stop. So Richter now back up to the 10th position. As it looks like the 83 going to get around Fireball Flash. So the 83, Franco Alvarez rolling up on the 89. And the 89 is running in the 8th position, now one lap down. So Dana Grover goes a lap down. He is in the lucky dog spot. Now, the trick here is to make sure you fight. So you got to stay with the 83. If the 83 passes another lap down car, you got to get in front of them as quickly as you can. Races, if you get a caution flag, you want to be in that lucky dog position. So there's some incentive for the 89 to push us a little bit. Yeah, Palumbo running in the 5th position. 16 and a half seconds back, but the battle that looks like maybe between Furtado and Marizon. Not too much gap separating the two of those guys. It's like about 2 seconds now. A little bit more than what I thought when I looked up. The 9, Tony Furtado. Good top 5 run for him. He's in the 3rd position. And this will put a little juice in your arm. Good shot in the arm here for the 9. If he can pick up a good P3 or a good top 5 run, he's had a good night, and he's been in some battles too, and averted disaster. But he's kept it clean so far. 15 laps to go, or rolling up on 15 laps to go. He's settled down quite a bit. Artur Vieta 1 lap down. Remember, he got the speeding penalty. He has not had the caution flag that he needed. And now he's not in the lucky dog position. Grover is ahead in that lucky dog spot. And they're going to give me that one. Take a look here. There we go. That's our gap. Dana Grover and Artur Vieta. So Vieta got about 3 seconds to make up before he gets around the lap car, or the lap down car, or the lucky dog car, I should say. I'll spit it out one way or the other. Take a look at Dennis Udichin in the 47. He is running in the 11th position. So good run here for Dennis. He is a lap down, 1 lap down. The last car, 1 lap down. Running in the 10th position in the Toyota. Take a look at here. Greg Marazon now battling Tony Furtado. Furtado saying he's got to save some fuel, I believe. Furtado, I think I heard on the radio with the pit crew, save fuel. Oh, boy. Let's hear it. What's it sound like to save fuel? So fuel save strategy here at Kentucky. Woo, boy. I didn't hear that coming. That throws a little bit of drama in there, doesn't it? Gator Grover has not given up the possibility of getting back around the leader. That would be great news for Artur Vieta, who is the next car 1 lap down. Well, if Dana can pass him, that puts Artur Vieta in the lucky dog position. Take a look at Sean Jacobs. He is running in the 6th position. About 3.2 between he and the 4th position, or the 5th position car of Ed Palumbo. Sean Jacobs running in the top 10. He's running in P6. Alvarez still has to contend a little bit with that 89 car. Maybe the 89 can use some of the tow from the 83 to save some fuel. Could be a little bit different strategy going on there. It's been an interesting race here tonight. Good, clean race. Some good battling, good, clean battling as well. And some good races here for some of our new guys, too. 26, Craig Gallagher. Looking at getting another race in. Steve Pierce also having a pretty good night here. Running in the 12th position. Maybe cracking the top 10. You never know. Look at this battle here. Tony Furtado and Ed Palumbo. Ed Palumbo to the inside as he is battling for the 4th position, and he gets around Tony Furtado. So Furtado said he was saving fuel. It's a little bit of a gamble because you give up some spots, and you got to think about whether the other guys have enough fuel that they can make it to the end. All Furtado knew is that he couldn't. So now he's saving fuel so he can. Running in the 5th position is Palumbo, now picking up P4. Franco Alvarez got a question whether he's okay on fuel as Dana Grover's gotten by. So Dana Grover now fought back by Alvarez and is at the tail end of the lead lap. Jesus Iglesias just ahead, 2 laps down in the 22 car. Grover to the inside of Jesus. And Alvarez is going to follow Dana Grover through. And he might use this opportunity to get back by Dana Grover and put him a lap down. He tucks in. This can get a little bit dangerous for the 83 car as Iglesias, he's racing hard. 83 racing hard. And the 89 racing hard to stay on that lead lap. As Alvarez giving the 89 a punch through the tri-oval. Said, I think that might have been a message. That might have been a secret coded message. In Spanish. Move it over, amigo. Vamos. That'd be Vas, right? Vaste. Who's that now? It looks like Sean Jacobs is going to get around the 9. So Sean Jacobs now up to P5. And at the 9, I think, is on fuel save strategy, man. He really is. And I think he didn't sound like he was too confident about his ability to be able to make it, even saving fuel. So Sean Jacobs is picked up a spot. He's now up to 5th as Tony Furtado falling back to P6. And we just winded down the laps here as Franco Alvarez might have enough to make it to the end. Dana Grover wants a caution flag in the worst way right now. .97 laps in. Franco Alvarez. That lead has diminished, but he had such a great pit stop. Some of these other guys got mired back in traffic. We had a speeding penalty. Vieira had a speeding penalty, and Tony Furtado is indicating he's got to come down pit lane. He's not going to be able to make it. And we are, 2 laps to go. 3 laps to go. And Furtado is indicating he's got to come down pit lane. He's got to come down pit lane. What a devastating deal for Tony Furtado in the 9. My gosh. When it rains, it pours. And Furtado is on pit lane. Two laps to go for Franco Alvarez. Now in a little bit of traffic. Look at this. This could get interesting. This race may not be over. Grover tried to hold on. Dennis Unichin battling as well. Unichin running in the 12th position, 2 laps down. Trying to get out of the way.
Yellow.
Oh, no! You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. This race was over. And we've got a crash. Jesus Iglesias. So Franco Alvarez did not want to see that happen. So Alvarez did not want to see that come out. What happened? What happened? Iglesias got up the track. Oh, and did hard contact on the inside wall and comes back across. That thing is toast. That is absolute toast right there. Let's take a look at this again. Iglesias got up the track, came across and slammed that outside or that inside wall. And almost got into the outside wall. Oh my gosh. I just got stuck to the wall. Oh, man. Man. That'll slide the barbecue right off your sandwich. As he got into the wall here. And Iglesias, Claudio Bardelli Jr. might have been watching this. Oh, man. Hard lick there for the 22. And we got a caution flag. You have got to be kidding me. As we go back to live. Wow. Hard crash there for Jesus Iglesias in the waning moments of this race. And we were getting ready to take the one to go. And now, I think out of Franco Alvarez's mouth, I heard, oh my God. He was not happy. Now look, Artur Vieira, lucky dog. Oh, that'll give him a chance to pick up some spots in the 4-car. Woo-hoo. Some of these guys might make a pit stop here too. Alvarez is making a pit stop. Wow, man. Wow. Are you kidding me? Holy smokes. I did not see that coming. That was not on my bingo card. That was absolutely not on my bingo card. Franco Alvarez coming down pit lane. Giving up the race lead. Man, I'll tell you, when it rains, it pours. As Marizan now to the front. Ed Palumbo is second. Wow. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And Franco Alvarez not happy. That man is not happy because he had this race in the bag. He was a lap and a half away. He was a half a lap away from taking the white flag. Oh my heavens, man! You got to be kidding me! Got to be kidding! That's going to set up a scenario, isn't it? That is going to set up a scenario. This one. Green, white, checker. Franco Alvarez is not a happy camper. If it's any consolation, I think he's going to start maybe in that 4th position. Think he will start in P4. That is not a bad spot. It's certainly worse than P1, but it is not as bad as it could have been. Green, white checker here at Kentucky. The 60 and the 54 will start on the front row. Novar, Ritsky Novar. Raven Puff running in the 3rd position. In the 10, the top Toyota in the field. He's had a quiet night, but a busy night. And so far, a good night. This could be a great night coming up. So Craig Marizan, the leader. Craig Marizan, the leader. Dan Richter appears to be at the tail end of the lead lap, I believe. So he's going to get a drive around or a wave around. Ed Palumbo coming down pit lane. Are you kidding me? No way. Ed Palumbo came on the pit lane. Tony Furtado got caught speeding on pit lane. This is a little weird. Ed Palumbo, I did not expect him to come down pit lane. That's surprising. Lights are out on the pace car too, so this is going to get crazy. So big surprise there, as now Novar going to be on the outside line. Franco Marizan on the inside. Alvarez just behind him. This could go 3 wide. I think 3 wide in the future. In the near future. Iglesias has retired his machine. Preston Hassel out. Givaldo out. Novar and Marizan. 1-2 on this restart. Green, white checker here at Kentucky. Alvarez, Bardelli started row 2. Jacobs and Grover, row 3. Vieira and Palumbo, row 4. Richter and Utichin, row 5. Utichin is a lap down. Pace car's off. green, white checker here at Kentucky. High probability of this one with cars beat up.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Here we go. Green, green, green. Oh, the 10 didn't get into it. The 19 got into the back of him, gave him a little push, and he dives down to the inside line. Marizine. And Alvarez. Alvarez dives down to the inside, bears onto the outside line, might not be on fresh tires. Alvarez gets by pretty easily. Bardelli Jr. going to follow him through. Not over. Alvarez back to the front. They're still battling as Franco Alvarez in the 83. Opened up a little gap here on the 19. The 19's probably got 1 or 2 shots at getting this spot back. Dana Grover has been a benefactor of these caution flags. He's up to the 4th position. Third. Sean Jacobs is 4th. Ed Palumbo and Archivieta here mixing it up. Franco Alvarez. One more shot for Bardelli. Bardelli to the inside. Franco Alvarez holding that line on the outside with a good run. Bardelli's got a runner on the inside. Oh, and Alvarez takes the victory. Takes the victory. Franco Alvarez, the assassin. The Argentinian assassin. Team Swoop getting the win. How about that? Good job to Franco Alvarez. Holy smokes. Did not panic when Marizine started in P1, but Franco Alvarez in the 83 getting the victory. What a run there for him. What a victory for Franco Alvarez. Green-white checker, and I thought when he came down pit lane, it was over for him. He said, not likely. Alvarez celebrating. What a win for Franco Alvarez, man. What a way to win that, too. I was in doubt a little bit. I was in doubt. Let's take a look at the final results. Franco Alvarez gets the win. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finished 2nd. Dana Grover 3rd. Sean Jacobs finished in the 4th position. Art Vieta finishes in P5. And Palumbo finishes in the 6th position. Craig Marizine 7th. Dan Richter finished in 8th. Dennis Judich in 9th. In 10th is Ritsky Novar. What a great race, huh? Steve Pierce finishes in 11th. Tony Furtado 12th. Craig Gallagher 13th. Jesus Iglesias 14th. Preston Hassel 15th. And Givaldo Spindola finishes in P16. A big, big win. Big, big win there for Franco Alvarez here in Kentucky. Wow. Exciting race. Some strategy playing out there tonight. Good win there for him. And we'll see what he has to say in the broadcast booth. Just a great strategy race there. Well, we're joined here in the booth by Franco Alvarez, and man, what a great race that was. Good long green flag runs. You had a couple of cautions there just to mix things up, but you had some good battles too tonight. Talk about how that race went for you, especially in the first half.
Hey Heath, man, I had a blast. This Model 1 Chevrolet was really, really good. And as you said, we had like a long green flag run with multiple pit stops. There was a lot of strategy going on with tires, with fuel, with pace, and yeah, a late race caution to mix things up, and yeah, such a good finish.
Yeah, you said it, hit the nail on the head there where you said strategy, because there were a lot of different strategies tonight. What do you do in a circumstance like that? Because I know you're very aware of what other drivers are doing. When you guys have different pit strategies and how that plays out, you got some top guys there that are doing that, playing a little chess game with you.
Yeah, for sure. The first caution came around lap 20, around give or take, and that was just on my number of fuel. So I knew I could go to the end with 2 more stops, but I was on the last drop of fuel. So I had to save a little bit behind the 4 during the round. Then I had to push hard and stay behind the 89 at the end to save a little bit more. But yeah, I was struggling hard with the car balance today. I was really loose on the first run, and I was really tight the rest of the race. So I wasn't able to figure out the adjustments to make to the car. And yeah, the late caution, I was literally 2 seconds away of the finish of the checkered flag to get the white flag. And yeah, a great strategy at the end also to take 2 tires. The tire fall off was big today. We were losing around 1 second per lap with worn tires. I made my choice. I took tires and it paid off. The 60 had no grip on the restart. I had to brake to not get on the back of him, and I had to do the hardest laps of my life at this track to keep the 19 behind, and thankfully I did. So yeah.
Well, it seemed like when that caution flag came out with just a lap and a half to go, I heard a gasp from you, like, "Oh my God!" that that completely changed the game for you, I think.
I was so frustrated. I was literally 2 seconds away from taking the white flag. And yeah, I lost. I haven't really lost many races here because of the late caution. So I was like, oh, not again. But thankfully we did the right choice at the stop, and it paid off.
Well, an incredible race to watch, and another win for the 83 car. And next week, we got an important race coming up, I believe. I think we're going to be at Talladega, and that is a crapshoot there. What are your chances of bringing home a victory at Talladega?
I mean, who doesn't love Talladega? Like, that's one of the best tracks. I am really looking forward to it. I have been extremely lucky there. Like, if there had been 5 big ones, I have been on all 5 of them. So I haven't had any luck there. So just looking forward to it. Thinking about the strategy, how to get the track position at the end, avoid accidents, avoid the big one, and yeah, stay at the end.
All right, well, congratulations. Thanks for all you do here at HORL. Another victory there for Franco Alvarez, and good luck to you next week and the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. I hope I see you guys next week.
It's Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth. What a fantastic race there for him, and a little bit of an excitement there at the end with that late race caution flag. Kind of make your heart jump out of your chest there if you're in Franco's position for sure. But he was able to capitalize. He always seems to be able to get his car in the right place at the right time to be able to capitalize on some of these, unforeseen events. And that's why he has got multiple championships, and he's sitting in victory lane here tonight at Kentucky. Well, as I mentioned, we're going to be at, looks like, Talladega next week. As you see, get a little bit of a reboot there. We'll be at Talladega next week. That'll be a fun one, 70-lap race. You want to join us live here on TurnLeftTV. Flag-to-flag coverage, of course. And then we'll kick off the back half of that season, man. Texas, Phoenix, Vegas, Charlotte. 3 of 5 races are mile-and-a-halfs. Could be a very fun back half of that season, too. I see some very racy tracks, man. Texas, Phoenix, Vegas, Charlotte, Nashville. What on that schedule right there is not a racy track? So you want to join us at Talladega, too. That's going to be really racy. So the rest of the season, man, I just say drop whatever you're doing, whether you're going to go out and party with your friends or hang out with the wife or do homework, whatever it is, put that off on Friday nights and come right here and watch this series. This is a blast to broadcast. We have our trials and tribulations, that's for sure. But, man, this is some great racing here in the Buschwackers Series. What incredible strategy tonight, and some incredible racing by all of these drivers tonight, really, with some great battles. Hey, well, we got another great series on Wednesday nights if you'd like to come out and join us. It's race 6 coming up. We'll be right here on Wednesday, April the 23rd in the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks Series. 100-lap race, tire rule in this series as well. So these guys get 12 total tires on the car. They got to conserve. It could be a big, big factor on Wednesday night as well. So come on out. It's race number 6, Kentucky Speedway in the Tough Truck Series. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be at Kentucky Speedway in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen. Doing some testing of that mod, getting ready to switch over, get some cars painted, whatever we got to do to get going. But practice starts at 7 p.m., qualifications at 8 p.m. And great open setup series. Freely share setups too, so we get out there and mix it up. We say, whatever we got, we seem to have the best setup. Throw it out there for everybody, and let's go racing. That's how we do it in the Saturday Night Thunder. Well, an incredible race it was tonight. I was so excited to see another fantastic race. Kentucky always does deliver. Thanks for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash the bell. You'll get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Appreciate everybody watching the races, all the chatters, all the drivers tonight. I'm approaching that 9:50 mark. Actually, I'm approaching 9:30. So let's not get the horse before the cart, or the cart before the horse. There you go. The cart before the horse. Shooting for 1,000. Help me out, man. Share this video with all your friends. Share the channel. Subscribe if you come out and watch the races each and every week, and would really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Thanks to all those folks who have done so as well. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I have had a lot of fun here tonight. We'll see you next time. I am out of here.